Welcome to the podcast playbook, where we amplify your voice, amplify your business, and amplify your impact. We are Amplify You. Let's go.
Hey, amplifiers. Welcome to another episode of the podcast playbook. So today I want to talk to you about one of the most strategic things you can do with your podcast that doesn't cost a dime, doesn't require a massive audience, and can lead to high quality clients, partnerships, and even long-term collaborations. I'm talking about inviting potential clients and collaborators and even joint venture partners onto your podcast. Now, you might be thinking, isn't that a little sneaky to, try to get them on my show so I can recruit them later? No, this is not about tricking anyone or using your show as a bait and switch. It's about starting the relationship in a way that's valuable to both you and allows trust to build naturally. So here's what we're going to cover today. First off, why this approach works so well, how to find and invite the right people, what to say when you reach out, how to lead the interview with intention, what to do afterward to keep the connection going, and how this strategy fits into the bigger picture of growing your business. So let's dive into this. So why this strategy works. Inviting someone onto your podcast is one of the best door openers in business today. Think about it. How many times have you wanted to connect with someone but didn't know how to get their attention? We all have those dream people that we want to have on our podcast, or a client that would be really great to work with. Cold emails get ignored. Pitches feel one-sided. But a podcast invitation, that says, I see you, I respect the work you do, and I want to highlight what you're doing. And when someone says yes to being on your show, they're saying yes to spending anywhere from 20 to 45 minutes in a conversation with you. That's more time and attention than most salespeople ever get from a cold prospect. The truth is, when someone hears your voice, sharing a few laughs, tells stories, and feels heard, it shifts the relationship. It moves you from stranger to peer, from outsider to trusted resource. And that's when the magic starts to happen. This works especially well if you're in a high trust business, such as coaching, consulting, services, even SaaS, because you're not selling features, you're building relationships, and relationships start with those initial conversations. So, who to invite and how to find them. Now, let's talk about who to invite. This is where strategy comes into play. You want to be intentional. You're not just filling a guest list with friends and influencers. Think about your ideal client. Who is your dream referral partner? The kind of people that you would love to work with, collaborate with, and learn from. So here are a few categories to consider. First off, potential clients. These are the ones who are active, visible, and aligned with your services. Then you've got referral partners, those who serve the same audience, but in a different way. We've got industry leaders who have reach and influence. We've got people building complementary products or services. And don't forget the event hosts, the program coordinators, or mastermind leaders who could bring you in as a speaker or expert. Now, where do you find these people? You can find these folks through LinkedIn, conferences, social media, masterminds, or even just by paying attention to those whose content resonates with your audience. You don't need a massive guest list. Just a handful of quality connections each quarter can move the needle. All right, so now how do you reach out without being awkward? Once you've identified someone you'd love to feature, it's time to invite them. And here's the key. Keep it about them. You're not asking for a favor, you're offering them a platform. So make your message clear, concise, and respectful of their time. A great outreach message includes who you are and what your show is about, why you're reaching out to them specifically, what value they'll get, such as visibility, maybe further credibility, and they're going to reach new audiences. Discuss what the process looks like, the timing, the format, the commitments, and a clear call to action. Either suggest a date or invite for a quick chat to discuss how this would work. You don't need to write a novel. 2 to 3 short paragraphs is perfect, and always personalize it. Mention something they've done recently or a topic they speak on that aligns with your audience. That little bit of effort can go a long way in getting a yes. And by the way, don't be discouraged if someone doesn't respond right away. People are busy. A short, friendly follow-up a week or later is totally appropriate. So during the interview, build a relationship, not just the content. So again, the focus is in that connection that you're going to have with them, building that know, like, and trust factor. All right. So the guest said yes. You booked the recording and you're ready to go. Now here's where the relationship starts to deepen. Before you hit record, spend a few minutes in casual conversation. Ask how their day's going, thank them again for being there, and maybe review a few of the talking points if that helps them feel prepared. Once you're recording, your main job is to make them feel seen and appreciated. Ask thoughtful questions, follow their curiosity, let them tell their story, share their work, and express their values. Ask at least one question that's personal, meaningful, or out of the ordinary. Something like, what's something you wish more people understood about your industry? What's lighting you up right now that you don't usually get to talk about? These kinds of questions show that you care about them as a human, not just a business opportunity. And here's the subtle but important part. Be present. Don't treat the interview like a transaction. Treat it like the beginning of a long conversation. That energy matters. So now, after the recording, what do you do? Well, don't stop it. Thanks for being here. After you wrap up, thank them again and let them know what to expect next. When will the episode go live? Will you send assets for them to share? Are there any next steps? Then follow through. Send a thank you email within 24 hours. When the episode is ready to drop, share a link and a short message that they can use to promote. Better yet, give them a mini media kit, such as quotes that they may have said, graphics, audiograms, videograms, reels. It's even better if you can give them a sample copy of what you'd like to see posted on the social media. That way they don't have to think about it. It's very much touch and go, copy and paste. And make sure that you have episode links with tags inside there, because we still want to get it all back to you too. So doing this makes them feel good, shows you're a pro, and gives them more reason to share, which helps both of you. But don't stop there. The real opportunity comes in the weeks after the episode. Follow up again. Share results. How many listens did they get? Any positive feedback you heard? Interesting comments? Then, if you sense alignment, suggest a next step. That might be a collaboration idea, an introduction to someone in your network, a webinar or round table, or even exploring ways to work together directly. By now, you're not just some stranger. They've had a great experience of you. You have already added value, and the door is open for more. So let's talk about how this fits into the bigger picture. Zoom out. This isn't just about booking a guest. It's about building a long-term relationship ecosystem around your podcast. Every guest you invite is a potential client, referrer, collaborator, content amplifier, or even future podcast host who might invite you next time. So think of your show not just as content, but as a business development tool, a value exchange that builds trust at scale. And here's the best part. You don't need thousands of listeners for this to work. Even with a small focused audience, you can build relationships that lead to real revenue because people remember how you made them feel, not how many downloads you have. So let's recap. Start with strategy. Choose guests who align with your ideal client or collaboration goals. Make your outreach short, personal, and focused on their value. During that interview, build a relationship. Be present, be curious, and let them shine. And after the interview, promote like a pro and follow up with intention. Think long term. Your podcast is this connection engine. Use it wisely. If you've been thinking about how to use your podcast to grow your business, not just your audience, this is a strategy to try. It works. It's authentic, and it's totally within your control. All right, that's it for today. If this episode sparked ideas for you, send me a message. I'd love to hear what you're planning to do next. And if you want support building a podcast that fuels your business, check out amplifyu.com for resources, tools, or to book a call. Until next time, happy podcasting.
Oh, you are still here. I'm honored. Thank you. If you're ready to take the next step, go grab the podcast playbook. It's free, amplifyu.com. Every step you need is there. And if we can help, don't be afraid to reach out. Happy podding.